Welcome back to the fourth quarter of the Bobby004 Show, and we really kind of turn it up and get going. We have two more sponsors that make all of this foolishness and hopefully fun and some new information maybe you haven't heard about possible, and we thank our sponsors. Thank you very much.
Let's start with Targil if you want some seasoning, if you want butcher supplies, cutlery, your kitchen supplies, if you're a restaurant, a grocery store, a caterer, if you're an outdoor kitchen kind of guy, if you're just a lady trying to cook and learn how to bake cakes and all, they got classes over there, they got all kind of stuff you need, sausage stuffers, you name it, it's all there. Go by Targil.com, go by their store over on Wartell Street, I guess is what it is, or Wartell Avenue, I guess. Yeah. Avenue, it's an avenue.
And the corner with Vine Street, West Vine.
Absolutely, the soon-to-be improved Vine, we hope.
Yeah,
they're working on it.
They're working on it.
So anyway,
and it's better now. They've done some temporary Band-Aid work on it, and it's pretty good. Thank y'all.
Go by Target. They'll help you out to do custom seasoning blends, or they've got their own recipes. If maybe you want to just kind of repackage something in your own packaging, they'll help put that together, bring your own artwork. They'll help you with artwork too. And one more sponsor. How about JB Sandals? We're talking about these little fly-by-night companies. You know, this is a little hardware store that just opened 135 years ago. They know what a shovel's about. They know what home improvement is about. If you go in there, let me tell you, that's where I go when I work on any of my toilets. I got everything from the brand new toilet in the house. I got one that's far from brand new. And if I need the parts, I can go to JB Sandals, get all that there. But right now it's springtime. What I'm doing is I'm in that yard. I'm cleaning the fence line. I'm cleaning up the yard. I get the edges. I get the hoe. I get the shovel. I get all the stuff to clean up my yard, the gloves. I get that nice, you know, big straw hat, keep that sun off your head when you're down there pulling the weeds out the flower bed. Get all that there as well. At JB Sandals, and don't forget about it for cookery. Is that it? Cookery? Type stuff, plates and forks and pots and cast iron pots and Magdalites and
they have it out there.
Paint.
Beautiful.
If you want to repaint your house, it's springtime to repaint. Pressure washers, lawnmowers, Old Smoky barbecue pits. JB Sandals.
You bet. We, of course, soon going to be seeing some of the improvements that are going to be made throughout St. Landry Parish. The voters voted for the Smooth Ride Home program that was offered by the parish president and the council members of St. Landry Parish. And there'll be 472 roads and streets that are going to be improved.
I see you counted them yourself.
Well, I counted them, and I multiplied and all of that. I wanted to hopefully get it right.
Using that SLI education.
The parish president said the plan is to bid out the work in a series of 6 to 8 $10 million packages as the design work is completed. He wanted to thank the voters and the council members, the bill and the council members, wanted to thank the voters. So the first package is actually going to be roads in all 13 of the districts of the outlying parish, not inside the cities.
But remember this, okay? The first 13 roads they're going to work on, they're going to try to make it the worst roads. But remember too, while the equipment is there, they may work on a road that's in better shape right next door because they don't want to have to load all the equipment and move it around the parish like popcorn.
Well, that's how the future roads are going. The packages are going to be let out in groups so that the heavy equipment can just work in an area without that expensive moving, and the moving time is very, very costly.
So don't get uptight if they're working on a better road while they're working on a bad road. That's all about cost effectiveness, so they don't have to move all the equipment and move the guys around.
So I'm excited. I mean, this is the list of the roads. It's not how they're going to be done. This is just the list of the roads, the 472
and
roads.
You and I are hearing more and more things about economic expansion. We're hearing about potential companies coming in. You and I are running a lot of different circles, and we're hearing some positives.
Well, yeah,
a lot of positives.
I read in the paper where there's they do manufacturing of what they call that, fiberglass manufacturing in the it's in Grand Coteau.
Correct.
There's about 30 people working there, and it happened without me even perceiving that all this was taking place, like my man would say.
And when all this is happening right now, just because you hear of one company that thinks about coming and doesn't come, don't let that discourage you, because there are a lot of potential companies looking at the parish. If we get 20% of those companies or 30% of those companies, it's still a big positive. So we're going to have good growth. And how about the memorial that's coming out?
Memorial nears completion. Pat Mason and all the others. I'm not going to take the time to name all of them, but and then you told me that I was in the article.
Well, yes. And they talked about the new oak trees that they bought, but you didn't buy an oak tree.
One of
you bought a
those
special
is a
tree.
Savannah holly tree donated by local businessman Bobby Dupre in honor of Sergeant First Class Corey Remsburg. President Barack Obama honored Remsburg's courage and sacrifice during the State of the Union.
He was very badly injured in war.
Badly injured. And his father and mother were with him, and they sat with, what's the president's wife's name?
Michelle.
Michelle. Sat with Michelle, if my memory serves me right. And as soon as the State of the Union was over, I called Pat Mason Gilry, and I said, I want something in our project there
for him,
honoring that particular man in honor of all of the veterans. It's not the, it's just, I took him because I saw what he went through and what he's going through every day just to live. Right. It's anyhow, so I bought that little tree, and Mr. Bob, Bob's Tree Service, Bob Thibodeau, out of Church Point, came and personally planted that tree. It's planted. I got to go take a picture of it and show it to you all. I haven't seen it.
And we think that the ribbon will be cut before Memorial Day. That's the goal. If they get everything done, we'll see everything before Memorial Day. Now, let's go to some photos, because otherwise we ain't going to finish.
Okay.
We got
downtown Cottonport, Louisiana. You can see when you clean up a bayou, this bayou here was messed up like a lot of them in St. Landry and everywhere else in the United States, I guess you could say.
From Cottonport,
and I don't have any pictures of people fishing, but they're actually fishing on the side of that. And this is Saturday, not Sunday, Saturday afternoon. I think it was Saturday. Penny and her daughter, Penny is a close friend, personal friend of Vicky.
Right here.
And Penny's got the sunglasses on, and her little daughter is on the right side, and the grandbaby, of course, Penny's grandbaby, is the baby on the lap of Vicky. And thank you all for coming. It was a beautiful little visit, and I don't know, it lit us all up. And this is Easter Sunday. That's Miss Jenna. You hear me talking and seeing pictures. She's a hot shot already. That's Jace. That's Vicky's son, the father of the baby. And that's Miss Marilyn. That's Vicky's mama. And I should have taken Vicky's mama, Vicky, Jace, and Jenna. I had an opportunity. They were all in the room at one time, and I didn't take it. I apologize.
Look at all the food. How many we had? 75 people, 80 people?
Yeah, they eat good. Jace came back and got him a plate that night, as well as Clint.
Oh, look what they're doing. They're pocking eggs.
And that, I got to make a picture of that for Jenna to have for the rest of her life.
That's
pocking eggs.
Good old time. And here you are. You're in Bayou Rouge.
I went to a memorial service at the Bailey House in Bunkie, Louisiana.
Which is the funeral home there.
No.
Oh, the hotel.
No. It's a living it's senior living.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's not a nursing home. It's senior assisted living.
I have the assisted living.
Beautiful place. Just I mean, the service, you can tell, is white tablecloth for the Easter Sunday dinner, and glasses, and just everything is beautiful over there. And that was T. Brud Baudelaire, his death. He was 76, and that's a picture of him where he retired.
Working for Brown and Root.
Brown and Root. He was a supervisor for them. Then when he retired, he opened a little bar that was very popular, and I got up and I talked. I didn't know these people, but I spoke. I said, I stopped there. It's right near where Vicky lives, and I said the first time I went over there, I didn't know who I was going to be heading up, so I stopped and got me a couple of beers to kind of build up my courage a little bit, and we became friends. And I went to the memorial service, and I brought Miss Marilyn with me, and they spoke about the Bayou Rouge Baptist Church. Well, Sunday afternoon on the way home, I told Vicky, I'm going to take a look and locate that. Well, I had no idea that I would be finding a place that's on the National Historic List. And it was founded in 1841, built in
current building 1859.
And it's the grounds are just, the building looks good. Well, let me tell you, these oak trees and
Well taken care
azaleas,
of.
and it must be 6 to 8 acres of land there.
Inside the church there.
I took that through a window. Look how good it came out. Boy, these little cameras, I'm telling you, you don't like them, but I like it. I'm gonna tell them how you
like it
feel
is.
about it.
That's
Tell them
right.
like it is.
That's right.
Anyhow, that was on the way to that. This is Greg
Cogis.
the Cogis Sign Company founders. Well, their father, Greg and Van, owned the company. To my knowledge, they were the two owners. Maybe there was
So you and I dealt with all those years.
That's correct.
You told me, you said, there's a little sign company in Bunkie, go see him. And I got there, I said, you ain't going to believe this.
It's a big one.
operation.
And good
Beautiful
people.
home.
And look at his home he built. And then when he sold the sign company, he's an energetic, at least he's got to work 16 hours a day or he wouldn't be happy.
He's
7
got
days
a nice
a week.
son. I wonder how.
Yeah, Gibco Nursery.
Gibco Nursery.
Just
Look at the
little
big,
pot
beautiful
shots. This was Sunday. They were closed. I couldn't get any pictures, but just get an
Look at the
idea.
palms.
They're doing work throughout the state of Louisiana. Their trucks are painted the same color like their trucks were painted.
Kind of that, I want to say Ronald McDonald colors, orange and yellow and reddish.
And then another business that did another firm that did a lot of business in St. Landry Parish building schools, MD Descant, and they're celebrating. The next sign will show 50 years of business. Congratulations to you all.
There's
That's the
Gibco.
backside of Gibco.
There's the Bailey Hotel.
Bailey Hotel. I made an offer of $40,000 before it got remodeled.
Right.
Then after I made that offer, I gave them 5 days, and I prayed.
That they wouldn't take it.
They wouldn't take it. I realized how
still be
massive
painting.
we'd still be painting in that. But Tommy McCann
the piano refurbisher, an antique guy.
he remodeled
Did
it
a
and
beautiful
operated
job.
it for 10, 15 years. This is SGA, which is Barry Mitchell and myself. We started this.
Southern General,
we
that
bought
insurance
that from
wholesale.
Thomas Wright. And doing well in that building right
That's
here.
the old Dupree Carrier.
Gotcho had an office there. We had bought Anthony Orman, Jude Orman's daddy.
Correct.
This picture here is Mr. Bob Wright,
Right.
who owned an insurance company and that general agency.
This is the Bailey House.
This is the
here.
Bailey
Right,
House
right.
here. Beautiful facility. It doesn't do it right. The sun was so bright.
And how about one more picture here?
This picture here was, there was about 3 trucks used to park at this same location
Right.
when they started raising
Sugar
sugar
cane,
cane.
right.
Now they're, I guess, out of sugar cane season. They do some construction work.
And we got it. That's everything. Got all the photos in before the war. Let me tell you, that's why they pay me the big bucks.
I'm going to talk about Geraldine's Fuse Glass Studio in downtown Sunset, Louisiana.
20
Look this
seconds.
beautiful. Please enjoy your Serenity glass. Use it to remind yourself to be grateful for all that you have. Also, use it as a reminder that you have the power within to calm yourself whenever needed. Take a time out. Take a deep breath. Go for a walk. And remember that if you should cross paths with someone who needs this more than you, pass it on to them. You can put your knees all you want. I'm not going to stop. That is when this glass will serve its most valuable purpose. Geraldine Guidry Laverne, Cecil Laverne's wife. I'm going to go and take pictures and come back next week with a story on this. But I had to do this as my closing prayer.
Please attend the church of your
Choice this weekend.